Folks, it is Friday. It is Trainwreck today. We're getting ready for a massive weekend. We've got a Guinness World Record chicken wing eating attempt on the horizon. Slick's heading towards Ellicottville, but we are focused on Cleveland. We're getting Marcy Barker in here. We're getting her to get us fired up as we get ready to take on the Browns. Let's go.
Somewhere you can leave all your worries on the shelf, and whether you win or lose, you can count on me, and I can count on you. You know the train never stops. This train never stops. You know the train never stops. This train never stops.
What is cooking, all you good-looking people out there? Welcome into Trainwreck today, episode 45, I believe, 15 weeks in. Gents, we are rocking and rolling. We've got a huge weekend ahead. We've got Guinness Book of World Record eating wing attempts going on in downtown. Right. We're going to have some more Sabres action as they look to continue their hot streak. We've got UB basketball back in action. But, of course, we've got the Bills ready to take on the Browns. Huge weekend. You'll be going to Cleveland with game day Buffaloes. Like, obviously, we've been fueled these last couple weeks off some big Bills wins. And this past Sunday was no, different, obviously. A 21-0 comeback in Foxborough. You wake up the next day, you're feeling great. I woke up the next day feeling great. Great day, victory Monday, everything. My girlfriend is going to sleep Monday night. She's on the TikTok. She's on the talk, as we like to say. She's on TikTok. I see, she just goes, you got to see this Bills fan. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it was someone like at the game, did something? She goes, no, just watching the game. So excited. I go, okay, well, that's enough for me. Pull it up. I see this woman with just the passion, an unbridled passion that just looks so excited and the very definition of what makes a Buffalo sports fan to me. So very excited to, if this works, welcome them on here at Trainwreck today. I believe we have Caitlin and Marcy Barker.
Yes.
There we go. All right. Well, first off, Marcy, is this a, or no, actually, I'm going to start with Caitlin. Caitlin, is this a typical game behavior at the Barker household? Is this just another game day to you when you see Marcy running around?
Yeah. It is every single game day. I just so happened to pull up my camera and get on video, but it is every single game.
So for me, again, I know that this
she's
gets
squirming in her seat. She's so excited.
Marcy, it's unbridled passion. I can just tell. I was in the other room when we brought him into the green room getting ready for the show. I could hear the passion. I could hear the excitement. And that's what we need every day. So walk me through this past Sunday's game, Marcy. Obviously, we're down 21-0. What were your emotions at that point?
You never give up. You always believe. I learned that from the Ravens game. You stay in it to win it. I have procedures that I go through. So it starts out with a Zuba can of a choice beverage. I have I have the same exact pint glass because I collect them. And then we have the game attire. I wear the same shirt under the jersey. It's very methodical, but the more we're down, the higher we've got to pump up this crowd, and we are finger crossing, we're praying, I'm kicking, I've got to hit slap the couch. It is passion 100%.
I saw a lot of moves. So when I watch this, I know it's like a thing that the kids say or whatever. I watched this TikTok 7 times in a row. Now I was entertained. I was filled with glee every time. But the one moment that got me laughing the most was, like you just said, the couch slam. It was a full lumberjack slam to the point where I couldn't tell, was this in celebration? Was this when Marcy was mad with maybe a ref call? Was this to get the is this like the equivalent of hitting the bleachers at the game? Tell me about that move and why it's so important.
And thankfully, she didn't catch the other 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. So there might have been some rage-fueled ones here.
Oh, there sure was.
And then it's the kick in the air, like on that lady from Saturday Night Live, Molly, whatever. I got to kick and stretch and here.
My big 3. I didn't know about your guys. I love the first down signaling. I love the telling the refs of the TV what's going on. But yeah, my big 3 were the couch slam. I love the kick. And then what were we doing? Were we driving the bus? Are we flying like a little private plane? What's going on with this one?
Okay, again, it's not superstitions, but I happened to go into the kitchen and they weren't doing well. So I run in the kitchen and then I hear the scream. So I got to run in there and I'm running like this. And then they were not doing great. I run back out and then I run back in. It's what works. It's what works. You got to find what works. And Joshy came through.
I mean, we always hope Joshy comes through.
Joshy came through, and it was because Marcy was doing her part.
These guys know a little bit about that. These guys once spent an entire quarter in the bathroom because the Bills weren't doing too well. So whatever it takes to will our Bills back into play, whether it's you steering the train from the kitchen to the living room or whatnot. When did you know that the Bills were going to win this game? What was the action in the video? Was like, okay, we're winning this game. I know we all felt that way when we tied it up, but was there one specific action that we can point out in this video?
I think it was when I was standing, I'm standing in front of the TV and we're doing and I think, okay, it's working. I'm working. Mo is reaching and it's working. So this is where I backed off on the beverages because it was going to be a long game.
Long game.
So I had to save them. I have to save them for the. We've got playoffs. We've got to limit them.
Space it out.
I love this. Yeah, listen, it is a marathon, not a sprint. The Barkers are telling us about it here live on Trainwreck today. Heard of Buffalo Trainwreck Sports. So let's get into a little bit more of our fanhood at the Barker household. Who are our favorite all-time Bills? I know obviously Josh is a more recent stud on that Mount Rushmore, but maybe who are some of our favorite Bills from years past?
Okay. I mean, again, I lived through 4 Super Bowls. So it's that is my Bruce Smith.
Bruce.
You can't.
I love that. So his favorite out of those. What about
It's Joey?
Okay, about Bosa's and Mimosas.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, who doesn't love the Big Bear JB?
Joey, or is she talking Buffalo Joe?
Oh, wait. Which one
Buffalo
is it?
Joe?
Is it Joey Andreessen or Bosa?
Okay. Okay. We love all Joes here in Buffalo.
I
But we
love
got to be
that,
clear
though.
just because there is one under the name Buffalo.
Team communication to get on the right page here on this Friday as we head into a Cleveland weekend. What about like a favorite moment? Do you have like maybe a favorite stadium memory, or like I know you? We were talking. You live out of town. I don't want to dox you, but do you have a favorite moment maybe at the current stadium that you've gone through?
Yes. Okay. So I've been to one game. It was a preseason game. I have my little certificate here. It was against the Colts on August 13th of 22. Took my son. We had front row seats, and I'm laughing my face off because I was padding the pads on the line, holding up my certificate as I waited in line. I felt like Buddy the Elf with all the other 5-year-olds getting my certificate. And I'm pounding the pads and throwing my sign. This is my first game. The cameraman, I'm shocking, he hears me. Now I'm a jumbotron. Best memory ever.
So the cameraman got you. You got your moment.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Nailed it.
Unbelievable.
Got it on camera. Wait, my cousin, she and her husband, Jeremy, my niece, and season ticket holders, they live in Hamburg. They were up in the seats and they're calling, I see him, I see him, Marcy.
To me, that's almost like more memorable if you were to see on the Jumbotron a fan with some tenure like yourself with a sign that says it's their first game. Like a 5-year-old kid, it's their first game. Like, yeah, no shit, it's your first game, buddy. Like, you've been on this planet 5 years. But if I see a tenured fan with a first game sign, makes me a little heart throb, and I'm glad that you were able to have that moment in attendance at the Ralph.
I'm just going to interject here that the Instagram comments, you got a lot of fans over here. We got Olivia Evans saying she has a path engraved in the floor. Go Mama Bills. Lydia Crawford says, you tell it, Marcy. You're incredible. You're the best. So a lot of fans over on Instagram of you.
I think that was it, right? Like, I mean, Marcy, as awesome as you're looking at the video, you were just being yourself, right? Like it was all just flowing naturally. That was how you felt during the game. You were willing the team to victory. I think that's why it resonated with so many Buffalo fans, because you could feel that.
We could all relate to it too. It's like, okay, it's not just me acting like a crazy person in front of the TV when my Bills are doing well and or terribly. I think we all felt a little bit of Marcy in that video for sure.
I love it. I do it every week. Every week.
We need you every week.
We may have to get Marcy in the regimen here. I just need to get pumped up. I need to make sure my mindset's right. And it seems like she is a straight shooter. We got to get that going. Speaking of shooting straight, Marcy, we know that our Bills and Brandon Bean love to bring back former Buffalo Bills. So I had a question for you. Obviously, it sounds like Bruce Smith could be a candidate. He could probably play a couple down still. Who would you bring back if you could bring back any former Bill all time or anything like that to play on this team for this stretch? Who would you bring back?
Okay, so who jumps out to me is Tremaine Edmonds.
Oh my
No.
gosh. I'm
Wow.
on the same page as you. I had his jersey. Maniac wasn't his biggest believer.
I was a Tremaine Edmonds hater, but now that the middle of the defense needs a little bit of help, I'm realizing you don't realize what you got till it's gone. Just like, you know.
Smart man.
Just like when the Patriots had Marcy in the kitchen, they were feeling good. When she was in the living room on the
Not
TV
so
signaling
much.
first down.
Not so much.
Not so much. They were
Yeah.
hoping she was back in the kitchen for sure. But confidence level, Marcy, I know you're feeling good. I know it's tough as Buffalo fans because we convince ourselves in our hearts, our brains, everything that this is the year. There will be no Mahomes. There will be no Burrow. How are you feeling about this stretch run? Where is your confidence level overall?
Okay, so I'm feeling confident. I feel confident, but I felt confident and I thought for sure we're going to push the fish. So even though these teams, we've got the Browns and the Jets, that their season hasn't gone that great, you can't count those out. No. So for me, you can't count out those teams, although I really want to. It's the Eagles. I'm really nervous about them. But with the Browns, we got to stuff Myles Garrett and Judy.
No doubt about it. You know, it's an interesting point because we do seem to struggle in those games where we're a little bit more of a favorite, like a 7 to 10 point favorite, like we did against the Dolphins, like you said, Marcy. To be honest, it's actually a good talking point. Are you more worried about the Browns and Jets game combined or the Eagles game where they'll likely be up for it? So we'll have to be there. We'll have to get further input from Marcy as that goes. But obviously, We are into Cleveland week. How are you feeling about this Cleveland matchup? We've got Shedeur Sanders. He just kind of took the throne of the Cleveland QB. Are you feeling confident in this Cleveland matchup? What do we got to do to be successful in your mind?
Okay, where I think our positives are, it's our weather. It's our kind of weather. And I think for sure we stay healthy. Knock on wood. Stay healthy, and we're getting them.
Everyone.
We're getting them. We're believing.
I like that. Yeah, it's that time of year. It is believing season. So, Marcy, I know we're believing. Thank you so much for joining us on Trainwreck today. Yourself as well, Caitlin. Thank you for making this happen. What's on the Christmas list? What's something besides the Buffalo Super Bowl?
Plans?
What's something besides the Buffalo Super Bowl that can make the holidays that much more special for the Barker fam?
Christmas came early. Chiefs are out.
I'm gonna set it up myself.
That's it. Just leave it at that.
But hey, one game at a time. And home field advantage. Christmas gift. Win the division. Home field advantage.
Okay, so let's have the Ravens take care of business.
From
Let's have the
Marcy.
Bills take care of business this weekend. Thank you very much, the Barker ladies, for joining us on Trainwreck today. Thank you for coming in. Go make sure to have yourselves a good day now. Thank you very much, ladies. Have a good one.
Thanks. Go Bills.
Thanks, Go Bills!
All right, go Bills. Clap it up for him.
Right there.
Clap it up
Big,
for him.
Big, massive of them.
Clap it up for him.
Well,
Thanks for joining
again,
us.
They say don't meet your heroes. Well, I think we just proved them wrong in that.
Yeah,
in that
why the
sense.
hell would I not want to? And Marcy's going to be like every hero.
That
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
I think we got to send him a little Christmas gift. Maybe
we have to figure out
check
something
out
for
our
the
merch
Barkers. I
shop.
just love them. I love the Barkers.
Yeah.
The energy is unmatched.
The price is right. as
Yeah,
far as I'm
check
concerned.
out our merch shop. Shoot us a message. We'll send you guys some T-shirts of your choice. We got some good stuff over
So
there.
we will hop back into the Bills of it in a little bit here on Trainwreck today, but we would be remiss not to get in the crazy action that was the sports world last night. I think I have Thursday night recap on there. Let's actually just switch gears, though. Let's go Sabres first, because then we'll get back into Thursday night and then the NFL of it all. Gut was on display. We have another game where the Sabres are down. They find a way to not only come back, but to hold that lead the rest of the game down.
Yeah, and I mean the Sabres don't win these games in the past where they like sleepwalk through the first half of the game and just survive, and then really control pace from the last 20 minutes on. Another 1-goal win. Again, we aren't a team that wins 1-goal games. We normally blow it in the third. This 4-game win streak, it's been 1-goal games every time. One of them in OT. One of them we got an empty netter, but that was with 20 seconds left. So full gut on display. Lion
That's
looking
the biggest
great.
thing to me is you could have won 4 games, but it's easy to go up 4-1, have it become 4-3 and then hold on, or 4-4 and then win in OT. They're learning new ways to win. They're finding ways to win these close games. And we started it as a little bit as a joke. It's every time they win, it becomes a little bit less of a joke. But what are we, 6 points out now with 48 games to play, 6 points out with 49 to play in the division? But should be interesting to see. I mean, 1-0 in the Yarmo era. The thing I said about this, and I don't mean to be like some kind of, wise soul on this, is that nothing was going to tangibly change that much in a day, right? Or of Yarmo going from, assistant to the GM position. But maybe in 10 to 20 games, we'll get a little bit better idea of how this franchise wants to be run and what's important as far as values and, just the presentation of it all. They worked hard last night and they're 1-0 so far, Slick.
Indeed, 1-0 in the Yarmo era. It was a bit tough out of that first period. We were still in the game, but 4 shots only in the first period. Pretty concerning. So knew we had to pick up the offense. The guys answered. Noah Ostland is still taking the Kevin Adams comments
Is
personally.
he eating chicken wings for good at this point? I mean, I'm saying this guy can't stop scoring.
It's incredible. Him and Tage, Benson, all these guys are firing on all cylinders. The top guys that we need were healthy. Obviously, Timmons goes down last night,
Yeah,
broken
that's
leg.
a little bit troublesome. I need to figure out how large of a role in our defense playing good is Timmons, because it seems like people
Right.
say
We're not
that he's
sure
a bottom
yet.
guy. I don't know if we can plug someone in, but yeah, that's a big loss if it's obviously contributing.
Huge loss, especially with the severity of the injury. That's not just going to be a week or two of broken legs. It could be substantial time, potentially even for the season. Who knows? But yeah, the D depth needs to stay, whether that be Yarmo making a move or not to fill in that spot with Timmons. We shall see. But no moves necessary yet. Sabres with the dub over a pretty good team in the Flyers, too.
Yeah, they came to town again. It's gonna be like I said, Don. They were three-game winning streak at the end of the Adams era. I'm gonna need to see 5, 6, 7 out of this Yarmo era. I mean, a 3 or 4 start to kind of believe in them, and they started last night with a little belief.
Yeah, and I mean, we're now we got 2 games that like I think we win. These are gotta win games. We got the Islanders tomorrow at 5:00. Nice little early.
Yeah. Was this your note? POS Lindy?
Oh yeah. Peak old school.
This win was POS Lindy.
Yeah, peak old school Lindy. Just boring hockey.
That's why it's a POS.
Yeah. Boring. This was a clack old school Lindy. This wasn't your 05, 06 Briere Drury era and the President's Cup. This was 1999 to 2002 or
I think a good point.
Lindy
when you
Ruff.
said it there though. It's not the 06, 07 President's Cup Lindy Ruff team. It was more the 05, 06 scrappy, finding a way to get it done and not getting any style points. For sure. That was
the grinders.
Literally hit the nail right on the head there, Don. Speaking of head.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a hot mic moment from Phillies announcer.
We're not going to show you this on a 247 WGR. I don't think. I would say if you do have young listeners, anyone who's
earmuffs,
easily influenced, put earmuffs on before this next goes there. This was the Philly radio broadcast last night.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, let's play the
urgency when they're playing from behind. Now they're going to take the TV timeout. We'll take it as well. 7 gone in the third. It's 3-2 Buffalo on the Philadelphia Flyers broadcast network.
Yeah.
You might not be going away as radio. 5 seconds still impact.
Thinking to himself.
While you're down there, would you mind blowing me?
Oh, no.
I think we're still on the air, Tim.
That is his last folks.
No, we're not, are we?
The no, we're not, are we is almost as funny to me as the comment. I mean, the fact that it just came through so clear and so like he was saying it like he didn't mind being on the radio in the moment. Like, that's the funniness of it.
I wish we could get the visual of his face when he was saying, no, we're not, are we?
No, we're not.
I wanted to know why he was saying that and who he was saying that to.
Was someone monster pop out of this guy who's like fixing a wire?
Yeah.
The guy's fixing a wire. That's clearly what happened, right? Someone dropped the pen.
Someone's fixing something.
He's going to fix the wire.
Probably under the desk or something.
Like, did you think he was saying the funniest thing that have ever been heard?
There's 2
you had the whole crew laughing, bro.
There's 2 possibilities. This guy that's fixing the wire is close enough with this broadcaster where, yes, he would pop and find it funny, even when he's down there.
The way he said it, he said this before for sure.
The way he said it, though, this guy, the other possibility is might just be the biggest workplace asshole ever and just slangs comments like that at all his coworkers and they roll their eyes every time. I just can't imagine like any type of coworker saying that to them while they're probably on the ground fixing a wire for you.
Yeah, like fixing something in the situation
for you to be able to do your job.
This reeks of like, just someone who's been in the booth way too comfortable.
Did this guy like forget to bring his boss's lunch or something? Like, what happened here?
The Flyers didn't forget to make a move. They didn't waste any time when they found this out. 2-game suspension.
Only not
thoughts?
I mean, that's I don't even know if I'd call it a slap on the wrist. That's like a Christmas vacation.
Anytime you bring the penis into a discussion in like a sports radio, that's got to be at least a 5 or a 10-game suspension.
I feel like whoever made the ruling in this case was like, I have to do something, but that's pretty funny. I'm going to do the bare minimum here.
There's probably like something like I can't find anyone else during the holiday break to like go do these games on short notice.
Yes. I don't know, worth it if I'm kind of.
They basically got their wrist slapped for sure. So.
We need to find out who he was talking to and potentially get them on the show.
All right. So speaking of craziness, because that was definitely craziness, if you were all tuned into that, then you missed absurdity in Seattle. We had a massive divisional matchup. Sean McVay on a short week where he had a kid and Puka Nacua went on Aiden Ross's stream. So first off, I think we all agree, right? That Puka Nacua didn't know like what the hell they were talking about or what he's doing. Like, he's just being an idiot.
Also, Aiden Ross and Neon should know better.
They're like kind of like losers in all this,
idiots.
Right? Like they look like losers.
I don't care if that's the faith you represent. It's going to be taken out of context and inappropriately. So don't have one of the best athletes on planet Earth do it for the world to see, right? In front of you.
No,
It shouldn't even
for
be a
me,
discussion either.
the touchdown celebration they were giving him is like when you write like fake names on a roll call. It's like, is Mike Hunt here?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yes.
Like you're just
Yeah,
clearly
it's not a joke
like
unless you do it like in the way.
it's a joke because he doesn't know what he's doing. That's why they thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
And as a matter of fact, it just makes them jackasses.
No, they look like losers for sure and all of it. Puka Nacua did not look like a loser last night. He looked unstoppable.
yeah.
200
By the way,
yards.
shock the run Aiden Ross is on. He had what, David Spade,
Yeah.
and then
week.
Puka did in 1 week.
And what do you do? Like it's just crazy. Like, didn't David Spade's people see this all happening? Like, hey, like David, maybe you don't want to go
the
over
David
there.
Spade one was weird too because he started asking David Spade like, "Hey, do you goon?" He's like, "What is that? What is that, goon?" He's like, like he's like watch porn. He's like, "Well, my wife's right over there, or my girlfriend or whatever is watching." So
Unbelievable.
like, yeah,
very odd. But again, the
Weird
only
guy.
The only thing crazier than all of this was the game itself.
Yeah.
Seahawks were down, I want to say 30-14. Is that right?
yeah.
30-14. They scored 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions to come all the way back, including one that I don't want to sound crazy. I did notice live that could have been a live ball. Were you guys watching that?
No, we were watching. I had no idea. The play for me stopped because here's how I looked at it. Like even on the TV, when you go to replay, it is so close.
It's very close
to being
It
a
wasn't
backward
until
pass
they
and
had
being
the
on the
angle
line.
like up elevated
That's
right
why
over
I was so
it.
surprised they were even able to overturn the call on the
It
field.
was looking like it was going to be like in between for sure. But it's just crazy to me how many times you see a play that's obviously an incomplete pass and everyone's diving for the ball.
Yeah,
and this was literally division on the line, 8 minutes to go, and there's a ball kind of flopping around the line of scrimmage, and like seemingly nobody was that interested in it.
I forget who picked it up. This guy can
Charbonnet.
He can tell you whatever he wants. He had no idea that was a live ball.
No, he was doing it.
He was picking it up
from my
just-
perspective.
He picked it up with one
to
hand.
prevent them from grabbing it and running the other way. It was almost more like to prevent it, right?
And so he can hand it right to the ref.
Because he wasn't like, oh, make sure it's in the end zone. He kind of just grabbed it on the
If
goal
he
line.
was a live ball, he would fall on that.
Yes,
shit.
yeah, he would have dove for it for
Yeah,
sure.
no doubt.
But yeah, no, heads up play by Charbonnet just to grab it, just to at least do something. There were 21 other paid professionals on the field who had no urgency whatsoever. So give him credit. So then Puka goes off again in OT. He already had like 160 yards, catches like a 60-yard TD in overtime, 220 yards. So I have my friends are in fantasy semifinals. I lost them last week. They have Stafford and Nacua, 86 points last night between those two. So just two guys, 86 points, insane.
Damn.
Good luck to his opponent.
Almost seemingly out of a storybook, Sam Darnold, who really hasn't had like many big game opportunities, not many clutch opportunities, has never been in the playoffs, if I recall correctly, leads them right down the field, touchdown, and then they go for 2, the ultimate ballsy play in OT. They don't want the tie. It's no good to them. They ran the Bills play that the Bills ran against the Bengals, if I'm not
pretty much.
like kind of reversed. They had the tight end on the left side block.
The mesh into the tight end pop pass.
Mesh into the tight and again, as we saw, wide open. Like could not like for
took
a goal,
second and a little scramble.
But for a goal line play, you don't get more wide open
and
than
the
that.
tight end almost did like his own post route as well.
He started getting too fancy.
Yeah, he got shifty. Well, he was in double coverage, I think, too. So,
but crazy. So then that happens. 38-7 Seahawks.
Yeah.
What a game! Classic.
Three 2-point conversions. What do we think the record is for most in one game by a team?
I'm gonna go with 4. Can't be
gotta
much
be
more than
5 or
that.
6. Can't be much more.
4.
Yeah.
2000 St. Louis Rams.
Wow, St. Louis days.
Did they win? Does it say? Because you would only do it if you're trying to come back
for sure.
I'm gonna have to find
Kicker
this.
got hurt.
Yeah, possibility.
But speaking of craziness, so the game ends. Were you guys tracking this in live time at this point?
The what you're getting to next?
Everything that started happening at this point.
No.
Because Puka Nacua fires out a tweet that like literally
I looked this up today.
On the field.
Yeah.
Like
on
it was
the field?
Dude, you don't understand how quick this timing was. It was less than 5 minutes after the game ended.
So he couldn't have even like sprinted back to the locker room.
There's a chance he sprinted back to the locker room. Like Don, were you on this live time?
I wasn't live, but I
doing?
read the recap this morning that he deleted it so quickly that they were able to ask him about it in the locker room interview after.
Okay.
That says it all right there.
So he tweeted and deleted before like press got even in the locker room.
So where this got volcanic is Sean McVay's like if you can pull this up, it's exactly what happened. So Sean McVay goes to his normal like post game presser. He just came off a 38-37 crazy game. They just blew it and everything. And the first commercial is or the first question's like, have you seen like Puka Nakua's tweet? And he's like, I have not seen the tweet. Like, what is it? Like, and he's fired up. Like, you can tell he's fired up.
He's like, tell me now.
And he's like, I can't comment on stuff that I haven't seen. Like, you know, like all this stuff. And he's like,
right.
I know that.
Yeah, I think we got it.
The thing, this is what I'll just say is that they caught like Sean McVay, who's typically very composed, typically very well spoken. Like he was definitely
pissed.
in his emotional bag about the game.
How could you not be?
And then they piled this on right after you. Like you can see, look at the dude.
Oh my God.
Can I just say like I'm saying like I was watching this. I go, this guy is like on
those
right
eyes look like they're about to melt laser beams
through
my
let's play
body.
this for a little bit.
Kind of taking like a bail shot there at the refs. I mean,
This looks like
what are you talking about?
you just put something on Twitter a couple minutes ago.
What are you talking about?
So what are you asking me right now?
Are you okay
I can't
with that?
answer questions about something that I'm not aware of.
Okay, but are you okay with players kind of expressing frustration over things like that, or is that something that you hope that they kind of keep to themselves? And
I got to have more information before I answer any of those kind of questions.
What conversations have you had with Puka about his live stream this week?
Yeah, he was very apologetic. I don't think he understood the totality.
Can you
of
go
some
on like
things.
20
I think he
seconds from
issued that
now?
Apology. I know this guy's heart, and for anybody that was never want to do things that ever offend anybody, and I know
Right
he
there,
feels
right there.
the same way.
How about them
Here, right here.
guys coming onto your property at the facility in a short week as you're preparing for the biggest?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that stuff.
About like why would you allow Aiden Ross and Neon like and he was
he said on the live stream that you were mad.
I don't think, no. Did he say my name?
You said boss man. I assume that was you.
It wasn't me.
Did it feel like a distraction?
Wasn't me.
No, it wasn't.
so literally again, so you see it, the first 90 seconds is like tweets and like you could see McVay's eyes. Like you can see the eyebrows more than the eyes.
That he has to address
Right
it.
here. This is where he gains composure.
And man, when you put out as much as our group does and you care so much about something and you come up short, it's incredibly disappointing.
He realized he was like losing it and he gained his composure.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta take control of this room right now.
But again, 90 seconds from this NFL press conference on an Aiden Ross Neon like stream. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, you just lost like one of the most devastating games of
That's
the year.
what
You
I'm
have
saying.
Super Bowl aspirations in the first 90 seconds. They're asking about pop culture, basically, which
Well,
we'll get
tweets.
Yeah, that's our
him
thing.
tweet. Yeah,
Literally, yes. McVay was like, "Oh my God, if I don't compose myself and like PR the shit out of this, they're gonna keep asking about Twitch until."
well, I feel like the part that threw him off too was when they were like, did you see how people were saying he shouldn't been at the facility when he was? And he looks to the side like as if he's being like, what? Is that true? Like,
he looks to the side as if like one of his staffers is there.
Side, and I want to say something too, though. It is kind of the reporters kind of like misportrayed it in their question. And they're like, oh, like his live stream. No, he went on a live stream.
Yeah. Well, they probably don't know better.
I'm saying like, and then they were saying you were mad, and he like looks up to this.
And it's
when he asked, did he say my name? It almost sounds like he's like, I'm gonna sue him.
Yeah,
like, you know,
right.
like they were like definitely like crazy, absolutely crazy.
But also too, like this goes back to them jackasses. Also, Puka thinking that would be fine.
So they went back. So after this McVay thing, they went back to the Amazon broadcast like table with Fitzpatrick, Richard Sherman, and the crew. And Richard Sherman he had some quote, and he goes, "We got to stop talking about these people, whoever they are."
Well,
this is the first time you guys saw that, right? That press conference, unhinged, right? Like low key unhinged. That press conference.
Yeah, I saw the Richard Sherman comments. I didn't see that. Though.
Should not even know who these people. They shouldn't have to mention their names. People don't know who these people are. This is a football press conference.
I'll tell you football names that you should be mentioning, though. That is James Cook and our hard-hitting man, William Mattar. Can you show off this fine merch real quick?
Yeah, no doubt. If you're
See,
looking
the Rams are pointing fingers this morning, but we got William Mattar and James Cook pointing fingers the right way there.
Perfect for a gift for Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. And 30% of the proceeds right now go to Hope Rises Western New York. Great organization trying to help restore faith in our community, and doing a good cause. James Cook went and Bill Matar realized and taught James how to cook. And it's been a match made in heaven ever since, Maniac.
Agreed. Puka's
go
brother.
to hoperises.com. Sorry, quick plug, hoperises.com, or go to William Matar's Instagram page. You'll find a link there. You might even find some funny videos with James Cook where we ride the horses out of the stable.
Sometimes you need to. Sometimes you need to ride that horse.
Big pop.
With that said, we are, well, real quick, just to put a wrap on the Puka Nakua week of it all. His brother also in some shenanigans all week.
So this is like, I saw this after the game last night, and this is even before seeing the presser stuff. I guess 2 days ago, his brother gets arrested for stealing Adu Thiero of the Los Angeles Lakers car. Him and 2 other co-conspirators allegedly, I think he plays for the University of Utah or New Mexico, somewhere, one of those white and red teams.
Who was the?
Yeah, not a great week for Puka,
literally Pua. Puka and Pua.
Is he going to bail his brother out?
Who was the NBA brothers? The one got caught gambling.
Marcus and Markieff Morris.
It was that was it? It was? You sure?
Yeah, the one Marcus Morris got arrested at the airport in front of his family and twin brother.
I remember it being
it was like casino debts. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm thinking about the one brother, like Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. and his G League brother.
Yes. This reminds me of that situation where you have one who's a superstar, and then you have one who's clean, and the non-superstar.
Yeah, Jonte Porter.
Jonte Porter.
He pled guilty in July 2024 to a federal conspiracy charge for fixing NBA games for gambling purposes, leading to a lifetime ban.
I was about to say it's not as bad because his brother wasn't in a bad shade earlier in the week. But when it comes out that you're fixing NBA games and your brother is one of the starters on an NBA team, doesn't look suspicious at all.
Speaking of a weekend recap, we had Thunders win, Pistons lose. Nothing really shocking there. We had that one guy with the bat. Bat never really had to sweat it after the first quarter.
That might be the play is see if the Thunder go down in the first quarter and hammer them at minus 400.
That sounds correct.
Yeah, but Maniac made a great point. They could still win by 20. I would have expected that spread to still have been like Thunder favored by 3.
It was still -8 or something.
Down 20. That's insane.
No. They were down like 8 or 9. But all I'm saying is they were up 20 after 3 quarters. You're feeling great there.
Yeah, for sure.
But you're right, Don. I think like if you had an AI betting system, anytime the Thunder are down 5, hit the live
Also,
line
the
for
Clippers
sure.
only won 6 games. What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing.
Releasing Chris Paul?
There was a real quick. Did you see how he like had a Halloween party and like rented out like this whole spot and like no one came?
No.
Like so Chris Paul was trying to be a leader, and it turns out that the whole LA Clippers team are just a bunch of assholes.
Oh, okay.
And we're he spent all this money, him and his wife, on this private Halloween party, rented out a venue, spent all this money, and like 2 players came. And the whole team was invited. So that kind of shows, I think, what's going on behind
to be fair,
closed doors in LA.
Busy planting trees. But the rest of them.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from that. So but anyway,
landscaping updates recently for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of updates, Tom and Jerry tour, T&J.
Yeah,
how do we do, boys?
We did that damn thing.
Yeah, we'll have a video coming out soon. We'll keep this short so the video can talk for itself. But not all Tom and Jerry's are created equal. Slick, if you had to gauge, are you a fan? Yes or no?
I'm going to use much more kind words than I used yesterday. Just because I really respected some of the employees of these establishments. Some were better than others. Not my favorite cocktail, nor would I ever go for a cocktail that is warm to begin with. And I just don't think holiday cocktails are my cup of rum or whatever the hell is in it, because it seems like there's more than one liquor, and we were feeling it by the end.
So we went to 5 places, and now most people go to like 5 places in like 6 to 8 hours, like an afternoon. We hit up 5 places in 3 hours.
We had to bust this out.
So things were good. We didn't rank them, it was all good. I'm going to say all did a wonderful job. I'm a fan. I'm going to say though, out of the 5, Remedy House was my favorite.
I have a different winner. It's kind of right down the street from us. Hoax was my winner. Both very good. Remedy House, close second for me. I think we were all kind of in agreement there for the most part.
Two men who aren't agreeing, Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. We're going to save that for the end of the show because we'll send out an hour to do that for that. But then we got that heavyweight battle on tap. But we've got heavyweight battle on tap tonight. Alabama, Oklahoma. Get into it. CFP.
Yeah. So before we're going to get into our predictions, but we got our pop culture segment. He's got to go in about 15 minutes.
Oh,
let's bring him on. Let's skip ahead in our rundown and get our pop culture correspondent, Nick Polinsky.
Hello, everyone.
Or as he's saved in my phone, Nick Polinsk.
Oh,
yes.
There you go.
So sorry to interrupt. I am due to entertain a class of 5th graders in like 20 minutes. But
there you go.
Big week in the world of pop culture. I am told, huge news, The Muppet Show is coming back.
Let's go.
And not only that,
we love it.
But the first guest star will be Sabrina Carpenter. I know we're big. Yes.
Go!
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
We are big Carpenter fans here.
Carpenter fans, I think they're
especially
called.
with the time of year it is. The first Carpenter.
Team
Of
Sabrina.
course.
Carpenter #1, JC.
Anyway, I've been saying for years, Disney is not utilizing the Muppets to their fullest potential. I'm so excited to see it come back. We'll be watching day one. In other news, things we watched day one, Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man.
Keep it spoiler free. How do we do our best?
We are going to keep it spoiler free. I thought it was a phenomenal movie. Slick and I were texting about it while we were watching it.
You guys still at your spot? Better, worse than 1, but better than 2?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Here's what I'll say, because I was thinking about this coming in today, trying to reason why I can give that ranking. I think when you break it down after seeing the third, you just realize that Glass Onion is like complex, but like not just the story, like the scene where it takes place, the characters.
Three they got. So you're saying they got back to bare bones of what made it good.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also a huge complex mind fuck, and it brings religion in with a deeper meaning. This is the first one where I feel like there's a deeper sense of meaning for like the plot of the story.
I mean, Ryan Johnson has always used the Knives Out movies as a form of social commentary. He does level it up in the third one for sure.
Yeah.
I will say, we were pretty close in our predictions. I just couldn't have predicted how they would play out. It was a really satisfying thing to watch.
Was that Father Judd you were just talking about?
Father Judd, yeah.
So people are saying, what's his name, the actor?
Miles O'Connor?
People are saying
or Josh?
lifetime performance from him.
I don't remember the guy's name.
Well,
he was
that out.
Superstar born performance from
great stuff.
A Star was Born. Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper.
I will
good
say,
stuff.
my one thing,
girl.
I feel like this is probably the weakest ensemble of the trio.
Okay, interesting. Did we get any cameos?
No cameos of anyone we weren't expecting.
You did. There was a cameo from a guy. All I can remember. Do you remember when? Oh wait, different movie. Shit. Sorry, I watched 2 Netflix movies in the span.
No, you're good. You're good.
Speaking of cameos, so I assume we get no Chris Evans in 3 since he was Ransom in 1. But
no
he's in
Chris
the news
Evans.
as well.
I'll tell you who is in the news. Chris Evans makes a shocking return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, presumably to play Captain America.
So this is
in the next
real?
Avengers movie. This is real. So this was crazy to me because it was leaked. They said, hey, ahead of the new Avatar movie coming out, there's going to be a trailer.
This was big.
For Avengers
At
Doomsday.
the end, I heard
I think it was before the movie.
Okay.
But new trailer coming out for Avengers Doomsday that focuses entirely of the character of Steve Rogers, who we're not told was going to be in the movie until this trailer. It leaked out ahead of time, and we were all like, all right, sure. And then this video that went circulating, everybody was like, oh, that's for sure AI. And then Avatar opened with the trailer attached, and it was real.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess
I'll just never forget when the new Star Wars movie was coming out, and the first rumor was Han Solo dies.
And Han Solo died.
That actually was.
We'll circle back to that.
Spoiler if you haven't seen Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, by the way, came out 10 years ago yesterday.
Love that. Wow.
And I will say, I think the sequel trilogy gets a worse rap than it deserves. But that's not what we're talking about.
Force Awakens is good in a vacuum, and then the other two, everything goes off the rails.
This is going to be controversial.
Uh-oh.
The Last Jedi, Episode 8, is probably my favorite outside of Empire Strikes
I'm
Back.
fine with it as a standalone. Again, it just for a trilogy, it made it terrible. Like Empire Strikes Back served perfectly to segue into Return of the Jedi.
Sure.
Whereas like the Last Jedi is like, what is even happening?
The Last Jedi.
The last trilogy was literally two directors arguing.
Yes, The Last
which is
Jedi.
why it's stupid.
I will say,
yeah,
I feel like
and then Ryan basically, and then Ryan was like, everything you did in the trash.
I don't.
And then JJ came back and he goes, out of the trash.
I don't think that's a fair criticism of Ryan. I think, and I will talk about this in depth in another time. I think it builds off of the theme setup in The Force Awakens nicely. It just didn't happen to go in the direction people thought it was going to. JJ kind of put Ryan in an impossible spot with so many mysteries he set up. I don't think there was ever going to be a way to answer all of those in a satisfying way.
This is really a like whose fault is it? GM Kevin or Lindy Rutherford? No, the fault lies with ownership, who should have made sure that this was a clear process and that there was a better story thread.
I think where the trilogy goes off the rails for me is the third one, The Rise of Skywalker. It feels like we chickened out after some of the negative response to The Last Jedi and said, well, let's just do what works. And it didn't work for anybody. But chickening out, that's exactly what I think Marvel is doing with Chris Evans returning. It feels
Han Solo.
I'm getting there, Zach. No, I think bringing Chris Evans back and also bringing RDJ back, that is a complete Hail Mary. That says to me, we have no faith in anything we've put out since 2019. And I think that's really lame. I think that is not a great way to do right by the actors you've hired or the production staff or any of the talent. And I think it just kind of assumes we're stupid. But anyway.
It does. It doesn't assume. They're praying.
They're
like
pointing at you.
It's like when you say treat in front of a dog and the dog goes, and I think we kind of fell for it.
Stupid.
Yeah,
like what the Rise of Skywalker did was it inadvertently like kind of ruined the original trilogy because the whole thing was Anakin was supposed to bring balance to the Force. He technically did by killing Empire, yada yada. Then you made like a guy more powerful than Anakin or more yada yada. Now they're going to do that again because you got a great ending with Iron Man and Captain America. Literally storybook ending with both of them, and now you're going to kind of undo it.
What's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah, bringing Palpatine back, I maintain was stupid. Somehow Palpatine returned. Somehow Captain America returned. But speaking of Star Wars, Harrison Ford, this is big, will be receiving a SAG-AFTRA Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't know if you know anything about Harrison Ford, but this guy like hates the press. He hates it, and they're for sure going to ask him about Star Wars too, which he's like always like, oh, I don't want to talk about Star Wars.
Harrison Ford was like my grandma's #1 crush when she was a youngster.
Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones was producer Rachel's childhood crush, but I don't think I'm supposed to tell you that.
Rachel's into DILFs, I guess.
Okay, well,
good to know.
Anyway,
Harrison Ford's been hot for like 40 years.
Harrison Ford is still hot, and he's fucking 80 years old.
Sure.
Still hot, he's still kicking.
But
favorite non-franchise Harrison Ford role?
This is such an out there pick. Air Force One.
Okay, no, that's in there. I was gonna say The Fugitive, Dr. Richard Kimball.
Or there was the Jackie Robinson movie he was good into. That's not so much like the thing about Harrison Ford. It's not so much like the thing about Harrison Ford as much as it is I just like the movies. Clearly, he's not like the centerpiece of that movie. But yes, what a stellar career from Harrison Ford. Another carpenter. This guy got his start as a carpenter. We've got Sabrina, we've got Harrison Ford, and of course Jesus. So big week for carpenters.
Power trio.
In other news, this is probably the biggest story of the week.
Dream blunt rotation.
Yeah, literally.
John Travolta has a son.
Now, this I believe, I read it once and I'm all the way in.
This son is allegedly, through a new lawsuit, the great-grandson of Elvis Presley via Riley Keough's egg donation.
Allegedly.
I mean,
yes.
I believe that. There's some crazy shit that happens in Hollywood, and that's not even.
I don't even believe it because of the crazy shit angle. I believe it because I think if John Travolta was told, your son can either be a descendant of you or the great-grandson of Elvis Presley, he would absolutely pick the great-grandson of Elvis Presley.
I think Elvis would.
So for those of you who don't know, Riley Keough is the grandchild of Elvis and Priscilla Presley, and allegedly received an old Jaguar.
Oh, so it's a gift exchange.
And between $10,000 and $20,000 in exchange for an egg donation that led to the son of John Travolta. That led to the birth of John Travolta's son, Ben, in 2013.
Was this some kind of weird Hollywood white elephant?
They've accused
could have been
the son of Priscilla of breach of contract. There's been talks about an egg donation. The deal went south because Travolta did not want, quote, eggs with heroin on them. and they orchestrated a deal where Riley Keough gave her eggs to Travolta so that Kelly could give birth to their son, Ben Travolta.
Well, that's
just one of those insane stories.
That's quite the quote.
Anything's
Also,
possible if you're a Scientologist.
Anytime
That's
news
a
comes out about
powerful
John
organization.
Travolta, I'm always like, what's going on?
What did he call the lady who did who did he call Idina Menzel?
I don't even remember.
It was
someone who visibly was not Idina Menzel.
Also, when I saw this on the rundown, I thought for sure it had something to do with that boyfriend that was laying eggs.
You know what? That's such a great tie-in.
Like,
Kate Beckinsale.
Egg topics are just in with these celebrities right now. It's like when Pharrell wore that hat, and all of a sudden everyone was wearing the hat. It's eggs. It's eggs now.
So, I got one last story for you.
Adele Dazeem.
Yes.
Was what he called Idina Menzel.
That's right.
So out of pocket.
Does anyone remember that? Does anyone remember that news anchor that was trying to tell the story of like Deidre Mengado, like a cop who heroically gave her life? And she on air goes like, "We're remembering Dee Dee Megadoodoo." Similar situation.
Very, very similar to Dee Dee
I got one more story for you to wrap out the week. We've been talking about Hugh Jackman a lot on the show and his new nonsense movie coming out, Song Sung Blue. They just released a trailer for another nonsense Hugh Jackman movie, and I personally am very excited for this one. It is called Sheep Detectives. The trailer features Hugh Jackman as a farmer reading a murder mystery to three sheep, talking sheep.
When you brought up that you had a tidbit about the ridiculous Hugh Jackman movie, I thought you had a third tidbit about the cover band movie that he's in, which is actually less ridiculous than this movie. What is Hugh Jackman doing?
So Hugh Jackman in this trailer.
Is Hugh Jackman just doing everything?
I don't know. I think so. We're bringing Hugh Jackman back too. We already did. What are we doing, Marvel?
Have you seen the cast for this though?
Who's that?
Well, so you got Nicholas Braun. You also got Emma Thompson. These are real life people. The voices of the sheep though are interesting. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bryan Cranston, Chris O'Dowd, Regina Hall, Patrick Stewart, Bella Ramsey. I don't know. Brett Goldstein and Rice Darby.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Bryan Cranston are reuniting after they were Tim Whatley and Elaine Bennis in Seinfeld over 30 years ago.
Yeah, as sheep apparently.
So anyway,
remember when Tim Whatley tried to use an upstairs invite as a springboard to a Super Bowl sex romp after he re-gifted and he de-gifted?
I don't remember that.
Well,
that sounds like a fever dream.
Buddy.
So anyway, the plot of this movie, Hugh Jackman reads these sheep the story, but he doesn't tell them the ending, and they're all disappointed. Then Farmer Hugh Jackman gets murdered, and the sheep have to solve this murder. Wow. I don't know about you, but I will be there opening day. For sure, I love it when people go balls to the wall with a movie idea, man.
Hugh Jackman's
what was that one movie where Amy Adams became like a wolf?
I know what you're talking
about.
Like
and I don't want to sound ridiculous when I say this, because if this is wrong, like don't hold it against me. Like it was called like Angry Bitch or something.
Something of that nature.
It was like this sounds like that. Like there's just the ideas that are getting greenlit in Hollywood nowadays. They're crazy.
What is Amy Adams?
Anaconda remake of Anaconda
with Jack Black? What the hell are we doing?
I love it. But
what is Amy Adams even up to these days?
Little local pop culture.
Yes,
local culture getting a pop.
Chef Darian Bryan is teaming up with Gordon Ramsay. Like, you want to maybe take that one?
Yeah, I saw the announcement last night. Let's give it up for Chef Darian Bryan.
Yep.
Obviously, in great cuisine, whether it's in Larkinville, at Bratz Hill, for the Bills players, or just for his family. He's a great family man at the end of the day. He's going to be going toe-to-toe with the most infamous or famous chef on the planet, depending on how you look at it. I just had to highlight this because I can't wait to see interaction between these two. I think it's going to be box office. You have great babyface Darian Bryan.
What happens when an unstoppable force
meets an immovable
object? Is literally Chef Darian Bryan and Gordon Ramsay.
You got such over with the crowd babyface Darian Bryan, and then master heel Gordon Ramsay facing one-on-one, not in the ring, in a kitchen. I will be seated.
Yes, absolutely.
If I was Chef DB, I would bring my kids. Those are the proven disarmer for Gordon Ramsay.
I just love a cooking show. Yeah. I'm not much of a cook myself, but it's really fun to get into.
Food, emotion, it's got everything.
So too, this is hitting January 29th. So he's been keeping this a secret a while.
Oh my God, yeah, wow. He's been tailgating with us, just plotting.
Yeah, so this had to have been filmed a while ago. So Next Level Chef.
We were making this guy hang out with the Kool-Aid Man, and he didn't even care because he was hanging out with Gordon Ramsay.
He goes, yep, just another brand alignment for me.
Love that.
Another vertical.
Shout out to Chef Darian Bryan. A huge shout out to our pop culture correspondent.
Thank you so much.
Nick Polinsk, as he is in 6th. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
You've
Great job.
earned
Great
your
job.
holiday bonus.
I got to go bring pizza to a class of 5th graders, but you've all been lovely. I love you all. Merry Christmas.
What does he get in Christmas vacation? The fruitcake of the month club?
Yeah, a coupon.
Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to make sure we award that for him.
It's a coupon for that.
Huge shout out to you for rocking along with us as we get into the weekend. Just have a little bit left here on Trainwreck today. But first, we got some Friday flashbacks, Slick.
Hold on. We got a hip new intro for this.
New debut.
Ooh,
Yeah.
new debut.
Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Dang. Oh, my gosh.
That was the time machine. We
That
just
was
entered
awesome.
the time
Reminded
machine.
me of when they gave me a COVID test, like when they used to scrape your brain real
Bro,
quick.
it felt like I was watching Bill and
I was
Ted's
getting stuck- I was
Excellent
getting sucked
Adventure.
in. That's the thing. For sure. With that said, Bills on this date, 1-5 on this date to start December 19th, and they're 5-0 since. Let's go through these real quick. 99 Flutie over Cardinals in primetime. The Bills returned an onside kick for a touchdown in this game to lock it up 31-21. In 2004, this was when the team was hitting the stride after a 0-5 or 0-4 start. I think they were 1-5 maybe. They beat the Bengals to Keo Spikes with a monster game. I want to see pick six and maybe something else, but that was his return to Cincy. 2010, they got a win over Miami. Nothing to write home about there. 2020, first division title in 25 years. Jerry Hughes going pick six or scoop and score for the TD.
That was a moment.
Yep, that was a moment. And then 4 years ago today, Spencer Brown pounding a beverage with some fans as they beat the Panthers 31-14. Slick.
Yeah, really sticking out to me just how small he made Stephon Diggs look. I know he makes Josh look small, but like Diggs looked like a toddler next to Spencer Brown.
Listen,
Diggs looked like there shouldn't have been a beer near him.
Diggs is a Pro Bowler, but he looks small compared to some of the other receivers. At that point. He's not a big guy.
Agreed.
Like, that's not his.
Shout out to Spencer
forte.
Brown. That photo will go down in history for sure. Sabres in 1997, a guy that will go down in history, Dominic Hasek, 42.
1-0 game. Pretty legendary.
Yeah, that's
Save on a breakaway.
I mean, that's the type of hockey you got back then, right?
Yeah.
Like probably like 40 odd shots on net from each team too, and just dominating the crease was the dominator himself. And in 2005, Sabres 2-1 win over the Flyers. Nice little throwback after beating the Flyers last night.
That's what I was going to say.
2022, we go on to beat the Vegas Golden Knights. Three
second period goals. So they took a 3-0 lead.
So is this?
They got outshot 43-18.
Is this the 3-1 win?
I want to say this is 3-2. I want to say this is 3-2. No. This isn't the.
This is not the Tuck
This was after that. This is after that.
The same season?
No, next season.
Next season, yeah.
So
yeah,
that
that's right.
happened in spring of 22. I want to say March of 22.
Good man.
This happened in
Very
December
accurate.
of 22.
Still a great win, nonetheless. Then in 2023,
we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, let's not, because we were at that game and
7 straight goals. I remembered it. Like it's not just scoring a lot of goals against you, but like everyone's had a lot of goals scored against them. But you typically get 4 or 5. You score
because this too,
7 straight goals.
This too was a game where it was like we need to beat this team if we want any hope in hell.
They sucked.
And they were
like
absolute dog
shit. They were
shit.
like 10 games under 500. I looked the other day.
Yeah. So and then we left that game very upset. So.
Yes. Wrestling though, a ton on this day.
Crazy. This is the first one just had me in a loop.
So you read this first one?
Yeah, crazy.
Go through this.
Taz and Sabu, rest his soul, clash at the ECW show in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Taz's homecoming, I want to say, or no, he's a New Yorker kind of. Around the area, tri-state. Match ends in odd fashion. Taz pulls Sabu on top of him for the cover to win the title. What happened here?
So this was a move on Taz's part to show that he was already above the FTW belt and that he was challenging for the ECW championship.
Oh, so
he beat him. So he beat him, and then he pulled him on top of him, so he like got rid of the title so he could challenge for the. So that was how much of an alpha move it was.
So wait, Taz beat Sabu, or he pulled Sabu on to beat him?
Taz beat Sabu so bad.
Oh, he was unconscious and brought him on top.
Yes, so that he could get rid of the title.
So this was his way of making him a top carder, right, as opposed to mid card.
Exactly.
How I can get rid of the FTW with
how can you fail
keeping its
mystique
and respectability. For sure.
Speaking of mystique, one day with the titles for The Rock and The Undertaker tag team titles 25 years ago today. They lose them back to Edge and Christian on a SmackDown taping the next day. 2009 Ring of Honor Final Battle, first live event streamed on the internet for Ring of Honor.
Oh, that's why you didn't tell. Or okay, yeah. This the crazy one. 60-minute time limit draw for ROH World Championship Gold. Austin Aries against Tyler Black,
aka
Burn it down!
Imagine your first pay-per-view on the internet. You know what we're going to give these fans? 60-minute time limit draw.
And probably a 5-star match.
100%.
Also, have you ever seen the video of Tyler Black back in the day moonsaulting off Fat Fan?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Just like the only guy who could have pulled that
it's
off.
It's hard to call that a moonsault because he climbs him as he's doing it.
What do you call it then? It's like
it's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. Bottom line, and the fans to be like in on that too. Cinema.
And then last but not least, John Cena takes down the Nexus for good after he defeats Wade Barrett in a chairs match. This is the one, I don't know if you've seen the clip where he does the thing and he drops all the chairs on him.
Yeah.
It's like,
throwing them all on him.
Yeah, very silly. But
like that's going to do much more
a lot
difference
on this day as we head into the holidays.
No doubt.
TLC chairs. With that said, as we get into the weekend, you might be crashing out because of the holidays. You might be crashing out because of family stress, last-second gifts. Make sure you are crashing out on our line, folks. It is not online. Crash out on our line, 716-226-6263. You'd shout out to our crash out.
I think we got a call as well.
We got one?
Yeah, we got a call. We
up.
only got one call, so we're going to save the intro. Just a short little shout out.
Hey,
Let's
what's up, guys? Mendez from Albany calling to say thank you so much for the shirt. That shit is fucking sick. It actually got to my house on my birthday. So that was super clutch.
Your birthday
Like,
present.
it's fucking sick.
Birthday,
and I cannot wait to fucking wear that bitch this weekend. I'm not crashing out. I'm crashing in. One, big dogs. Let's fucking go. Josh and my motherfucking Allen all fucking week, boy.
We ran out of bleeps, guys. I'm sorry.
And I wanted to crash out about one thing. I don't fuck with how Patriots fans are trying to be all humble and shit now. Oh, good game. Oh, you know, the Bills, blah, blah, blah. All this moping around, popping all that shit before this game.
Are they nicer in
Julian Edelman on, what's his name? Colin Cowhead, whatever the fuck his name is, his little show. Fucking Julian Edelnuts is sitting there with that smug look and, you know, all humble. Get the fuck out of here. On to Cleveland. You're going to play some dogs, bitch. Go Bills. And let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks.
Oh, slick.
Mendez. We didn't get this off the record before we started this whole friendship of ours.
He's from Albany. He's a Knicks guy.
You can't be friends with
So,
someone
yeah, we
just 'cause they
got-
like another team?
Nope.
Shame on you. Oh, that's true.
So-
Dedication to your team. Well, hey, Knicks have the NBA Cup, so you've got to respect them. You got to look on the bright side going into this weekend. And there's a number of ways and a number of reasons we would do that. Courtesy of our friends at Resurgence, their Bright Side Vibes seltzer pack getting it started. Do we have that? Where So listen, sometimes it can be tough when these weekends when it's 30 degrees, 20 degrees, or whatever to get Bright Side Vibes. We got a lot going on. We do have our Paw It Forward event yesterday, which we'll talk about in a second. Tomorrow. But we also have the Guinness Book of World Records chicken wing eating attempt at the Buffalo Convention Center tomorrow night. We'll have DJ Anthony in the house. He won't be talking Sky Bar. He won't be talking Club Dragonfly. He'll be talking chicken wing eating, and we'll be hosting it there with them. So looking forward to that. Buffalo gets on the map. That's a bright side moment to me, Slick.
Big time. Could be going home with a world record. I believe in the people of Buffalo's chicken wing eating ability. So certainly think that Guinness World Record plaque is going to be residing here in the Nickel City.
What's got you looking on the bright side?
Bright side, I'm going skiing right after this. Hitting the slopes for the first time this year. Pretty excited.
It's pretty warm out there.
Pretty warm. Might
be
even
wet.
be t-shirt weather. Just, hopefully all is well except maybe some minor ice. But all roads lead to Madigan's tonight. So if you reside down there, say what up, Cattaraugus County.
All right. My bright side vibe for this weekend is I love Christmas time for a lot of reasons, but one of the things I love most is playing Christmas piano music. I'm going to be at the Terrace tonight, 6:30 to 9, right across the street from the Albright Knox. I'm going to be tickling the ivories, playing all your favorite Christmas hits. Come through. There's room at the bar. Unfortunately, I just heard word right before stream that all the tables in the piano room booked, baby, till 8:39. That's what we do. We sell out rooms
High
here.
demand.
So get at the bar. Come up. Give me a request. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to play that music and then go right into a college football playoff game tonight.
Big game tonight.
We got big action tonight. We've got obviously Alabama, Oklahoma, and then we've got Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. The MVP of the NFL is decided on Netflix. Courtesy of RJ.
Yeah, literally.
But is there any I mean, even by Jake Paul standards,
this is crazy.
He's been ridiculous in this. Absolutely
this
ridiculous.
Is crazy.
What is going to happen here? He's hitting like his like pec, like he's making fun of like how he's only as tall as like Anthony Joshua's like
he's hitting his
muscle.
pec. He's imitating the who you think you are. I am at the weigh-in. Anthony Joshua's got a huge Poly Market chain on. Jake Paul's predicting a 6th or 7th round knockout. I mean, all the cringe meme-worthy material that can go into this fight is, and it's unfortunate because this guy that Jake Paul is fighting is an Olympic medalist in the sport that he has perfected his whole life. Didn't know Anthony Joshua was 36, by the way. Still think that's plenty young enough to knock the lights out of Jake Paul. But with everything that's going on, it does make me feel like we're going to get late rounds or maybe even a decision.
Oh, my gosh. A decision would be ridiculous in this.
I did dabble the first and second round for Anthony Joshua. I think 230 to 300. You can get that around. Jake Paul right now on the money line on Poly Market, sitting around 7-1, a little bit better than earlier in the week. And I think the fact, Maniac, that just 7-1 against your first real competition in boxing, and it's a former Olympic medalist who just knocked the lights out of Francis Ngannou, is pretty telling that there might be some suspicious activity going on.
Paul's going to be dancing all over this ring. There's going to be all kinds of shit happening.
Defense like Floyd?
100%.
No punches, all
defense.
Like
it's going to be defense.
All head movement.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but the one thing we know is it's must see because Netflix got it and they've been promoting it all week. The one thing that surprised me is that they're doing some of these like weigh-ins and face-offs and everything like that. And like, do you see that like Logan is sometimes like the one filming like Jake on like a phone? Like don't they have someone else to do that? I'm just like confused.
I think for me that probably is just like
way to get Logan Paul in the picture.
Yeah, like for sure. And like there might be like some TKO behind it all too.
Okay,
I don't know.
All right, well we'll see if there's a TKO tonight. But folks, if you're looking to knock out that person with a perfect gift, like we said, make sure you cop the William Mattar James Cook collab. 30% of proceeds going to a good cause there. We also have our merch store open. You can get a little tropical with the Sabres palm trees.
And if you need money for any of these holiday gifts, we have predictions with conviction that will help you.
We got to get to our bracket. Yeah, this is huge.
I could feel it creeping.
We're beginning to descend. We're beginning to descend, but we do have to go over our predictions with convictions here on Trainwreck today.
Get you
by Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. Sponsored by our friends.
So I got a punishment idea.
Uh-oh.
Now, Eagles game I'm not going to be there for. The last podcast of the season, Jets game. Whoever loses does the podcast shirtless.
No, I'm good.
You're good?
See,
You're good?
I won't
he's
be getting
good?
sick.
See,
like, you want me to be sick for like a week? Like, no, I'm good. Like, definitely.
Yeah, see, just soft.
Slick can't sit in a seat
doesn't,
for 20
doesn't
minutes
get the atomic
in
wings.
Carolina. He's literally bawling
oh my
his
God,
eyes out.
I can't.
Even if I was crying, there's a fucking blindfold on.
Who's gonna handle all the renewals with all?
I've never heard so many complaints. Anytime I get a punishment, I've been it.
Yeah, no,
I
are like the dumbest shit ever because you're like, let's do something that's going to impact the next week. Like, let's do something that's going to impact like a whole day.
Dumb. And your punishments
that's a normal punishment.
They're not punishments.
Slick talking about punishment. That's like
so you're saying
like draft.
So you're saying guys taking their shirts off in the stadium is stupid as shit. After filming our guy,
probably sick.
After filming our guy, okay. Well, the truth comes out. The truth comes out what he thinks. Okay.
And our guy, by the way, he took his shirt off when we had the comeback for about 10 minutes. Like
the Lockcast is half an hour, so it's half an hour.
45 minutes. At least 45
minutes. If you did it extra hot instead of a atomic,
all right.
Well,
the floor is open.
I did the hottest flavor.
All right. Well, the floor is open. Who's got ideas?
The punishment was atomic wings.
How old are you?
I did it pretty well.
All right. Let's bring it in. What other ideas we got? All right.
Zero is not fucking true, by the way. Zero. No, it is not.
Oh, let's just talk about our brackets here because we're not going to make any progress on the thing. Who do we got for our picks?
All right, Zach, you want to go first?
Yeah, you bringing it up?
Yeah, bang.
There you go. Chalk most of the way. I got the chalk versus the semifinals where they kind of struggled last year. I don't know why it looks like I'm like pooping in that picture, but it's okay. And I got my Ohio State. Ryan Day runs it back. I hate to say it, a little bit different on the road, the way that we get there, but it is the same result. Ryan Day imposes his will on the college football world.
There we go, Gatesy. Company man. Except we can't sweep. I guess if one of us has a perfect bracket, that would work. But all right, well, that's a chalk for Zach.
A lot of chalk.
Slick, here we go.
Decent amount of chalk on this end, too. I know we were talking about this, and I said how the playoffs better with these teams that normally wouldn't make it. But, yeah, not a hope in hell for them this year. Do have Indiana getting to that championship spot for a rematch with OSU. Only upset I have here is I got Miami getting over A&M. I just think A&M had the skid lately. Miami's a wild card team, so never know what could happen there. But I have OSU claiming their revenge over the Hoosiers in the national championship. Ryan Day back to back.
All right, love it. I got some chaos in mind right here.
How did I know anything else was coming?
Here we go. Let's say Alabama, no way. JMU, no way. I like Miami being A&M, just like you, Slick. Notre Dame's been talking shit. I think they come out with a lot to prove. Everything else chalk there. OSU and Georgia in the Final Four. I think Kirby Smart's got their number. I just think it's a different story from last year. I feel like this is going to be a back and forth. Now, Texas Tech, I was impressed by them again against BYU. They got some mean defense there, and I have them winning it all. I have them taking down Georgia on a big stage. Good old Texas boys, classic defense. We're going away from a little bit from how the playoffs been going with big offenses, and we're going with Texas Tech as the dark horse.
So we've all got kind of chalked through the first two-ish or the first round for this weekend.
Yeah, other than Miami.
You get a little crazy in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Other than I think Slick and I both have Miami, but yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, so
I can definitely see that happening.
Give us a punishment. I want to get this, the 2025 to end on a positive note with the punishments because clearly it's a tough, touchy subject.
We have to be able to do it on the show. Oh, that's a rule I didn't know until now. That would have made some of my punishments impossible.
It's okay, buddy, because we discussed it in a production meeting this past week. It shows you weren't paying attention.
This show or podcast. This show or podcast or in studio or at a live event. It's basically.
I know why.
I will say you could wear a hat.
A different fucking meeting, asshole. Yup. See, money. Shut your mouth.
Greg Head says punishment should be wearing a Mahomes jersey around Buffalo.
Knowing what he's talking about.
I was in a different meeting. Of course I didn't know.
I'm clueless. Now get out of my face.
Greg Head wants someone to wear Mahomes jersey around Buffalo with a GoPro. That might be an option.
That I would, or we do something like, see, what I would love is like, yes, on the show, send someone into the Galleria Mall with a Mahomes jersey and stream it during the show while we watch it and see how people react. That would be great.
We'd call you to go do the punishment and you'd be like, I have no cell service. Sorry.
No, I would call you and be like, okay, is someone going to dress me in the Mahomes jersey and drive me to Galleria and then move my legs to walk me around? Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, I would ask for all of that.
You would. So that's okay. Facts are facts. Hope facts are facts.
At least a ride. Well, just saying.
Don't worry, needy boy. We're
trying to end this on a positive note. Positive note for the punishments. All right. I know it's a touchy subject, but
all I want is no hypocrisy.
It's Friday positivity is Friday positive. Should we do the Bright Side Vibes segment again?
Send that email on Tuesday?
Name all four. Name all four. I can't wait.
Yeah.
There were a handful.
Name
for
four.
sure. There were a handful.
Name them.
There were a couple.
Yeah, name them. Earbuds.
See, this is why I had this segment planned second, but we had to rearrange it. Now we're ending on just a sour note.
There's no sour note. Like, nothing makes me feel better than being perfectly aware of the situation. I'm perfectly aware that Slick missed multiple punishment, but we need to fix that. We can't let that keep happening. So going forward, we are going to do them just like I did mine last week, 2 weeks ago. We're going to make sure those actually happen versus leaving you, the viewer, empty-handed. I would never do that.
It's okay to say multiple with no examples. It's fine.
I wouldn't.
It's okay. No examples, but it's fine.
Don, has he missed multiple? Yes or no? That's just the last question.
Name them.
I'm
asking
yes
a
or no?
very simple thing.
I'll stand by your answer.
We cleaned the slate, but there were multiple that never were made up.
Okay.
That's all we. No. That's the end of the slate. Thank you very much for tuning in
You
today.
guys
Have
gotta
a
wear
great
Kim K
second half of your
underwear
day.
too, last
Have
time I
a
checked.
great weekend, and make sure to have it doing a good day
Nah.